Hey guys, RTT back here for that video, guys. Just like we expected, it looks like a lot of people are loving the Flip 3, which is absolutely awesome, because I will definitely say one thing. This is really good for the Surface Duo 2. Let's go ahead and talk about why. So starting off right away, there are now reviews out of the Flip 3 and also the Fold 3, right? And I feel like everyone is saying the same concepts. We love both devices. Both devices are awesome. At the end of the day, though, the Fold 3, while it is an awesome device, has that price tag of $18.99 and $17.99, and it's just a hard pill to swallow. Let's be honest. For the average consumer out there who's trying to buy a smartphone, right, trying to get a smartphone, it's one of those things where they look at the Fold 3 and they go, this is a luxury item, I'd love to own it, but it simply is not in my budget. The Flip 3 absolutely flips that whole thing on its face, pun included. The reason why is because of that price tag of $999 for this Flip 3 makes it affordable for most of the market when it comes to smartphones. That's awesome, right? Now, what does this Flip 3 mean for the Surface Duo 2 and future affordable phones? We know the iPhone is going to get a foldable version in 2 years. So what does this mean with the Flip 3? Well, the good thing about the Flip 3 is because it is, again, now out for everybody. Well, it's coming out the 27th now, because everyone's so excited for this phone and loving this phone, especially with that 1.9-inch display. This actually puts foldable phones into the market. It makes them more, mainstream, right? It makes it so more people will want to pick up these type of phones. The more people that pick up these type of phones, the more applications that will go ahead and be optimized for these phones. The more people buy these phones, the more advancements we will see in technology to help these phones get even better and better. More software updates will be pushed with these phones, trying to give you guys the best software possible. So that's the thing that kind of does suck when you first start off with a niche item like a foldable phone, whether it's the Surface Duo 2, the Flip 3, the Fold 3, it doesn't matter which phone it is. It's a niche market, right? It's a smaller market, and until it goes mainstream and it becomes this flagship type device, a lot of companies, a lot of developers out there just simply do not develop stuff for these phones. They'll make stuff for like a normal iPhone or a Galaxy S21, but you can use it on these devices, but it's just not actually made for these type of devices. We saw the same concept with Apple when Apple went ahead and released the M1 chip. Some applications were developed for the M1, some of them were not. So it was a kind of real transition over, right? Now, what the biggest thing about this is this price tag at $999, that is actually beautiful. Reason why is because, like I said before, it's affordable, right? It's affordable for the average person, which is really good. But that also really does good for the Surface Duo 2, because you're going to have a area of the market who sees this phone right here, right, and goes, it looks good, it's a good phone, but at the same time, though, I'd rather spend a little bit more money, and I'd rather get, in their opinion, a more advanced looking phone, a more productive looking phone. This is an amazing phone, the Flip 3, but at the end of the day, some people want to have a bigger display, like horizontally, kind of like a tablet, but as a phone. That's where the Surface Duo 2 comes in perfectly. So the Surface Duo 2 will most likely retail at a price tag of $1,399, right? So that is exactly the perfect price tag for most people. Reason why is because $18.99, obviously $17.99, it's a really premium price, right? I measure everything in the terms of iPhones. The iPhone is the average prototypical price for a smartphone, right? When you're like, oh, how much are you going to spend on a smartphone? Like $1,200, right? That's the average price I feel like most people spend for their iPhones. Obviously, you can get them cheaper. You get them for $1,000, depending on what iPhone you get. I'm gonna say $1,200 then. Let's say $1,000, right? So with that in mind, Now you have a price tag of somebody who loves this idea of the Flip 3, but they're like, I want a little bit more advanced of a product, right? But I don't want to spend $1,800 on the Fold 3. That's just way too much money for me. Bam, right dab in the middle, Surface Duo 2, $13.99, and there probably will be a $12.99 overall model too. That is a perfect model for the Surface Duo 2 to succeed. Because what you're doing is you're no longer looking at the Surface Duo and saying this is a premium product with a premium price tag. This is an upgraded version of the Flip 3 while not having the price tag of the Fold 3. Now, I personally think the Surface Duo 2 and the Fold 3 are very even. There's some things Fold 3 does amazingly, some things Surface Duo 2 is going to do amazingly. But at the end of the day, for the average consumer just looking at these two products face value, right? They go, okay, on this one, I get a triple camera setup. On this one, I get a triple camera setup. Both cameras are going to be the same. Okay. This one, I get two separate displays, and it does have a very nice design. On this one, I have one gigantic display. Very nice design, but it is one gigantic display. This one's thinner. This one's thicker. This one's $400 less. The list goes on and on. For the average person looking at these devices, they're not going to break them down like me or you would. Like me and you, we're going to look at these and say, well, this has Samsung docks. This one doesn't. This one has NFC. This one doesn't. This one has waterproof. This one isn't. They're not going to care about that, right? They're going to look and say, I want to get into the foldable market, but I don't want to spend $1,800 for this device. I want to get in the foldable market, but I don't want to go ahead and just get the Flip 3. I want to get a more advanced Flip 3 that I can use for business and still have, the ability to really multitask. This Flip 3, while in my opinion, is my favorite foldable phone just based on looks and usability, I think for the average consumer, this will push so much more people to go and buy the Surface Duo 2. And like I said in this video, this is good for Flip 3 users, Fold 3 users, and obviously Surface Duo 2 users. I'm going to be picking up, I already ordered the Surface Galaxy Fold 3. That will come out on the 27th, guys. We'll review on the channel, breaking it down, unboxing, all that kind of good stuff. And obviously, I will be ordering the Surface Duo 2 when it does become available early October. Nonetheless, guys, this is a really, really good thing for everyone, not just, whatever device you end up choosing to go ahead and own. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.